Hey guys, it's Bulk. This is going to be an update on my part in the Conquest Relay and my channel going forward. You can probably guess by the fact that I'm making this video, but I won't be continuing with the series. Before you ask in the comments, no, I'm not putting as a direct response to get my feelings hurt after negative comments. I was not kicked out by the other members of the team, and I'm still on good terms with everyone involved. They want to keep me on, but I'm making the call to step away from the project because I have a life, and that has to come first. The footage you're watching in the background is a very rough version of the clear I was going to showcase in another video. This was going to be a follow-up to my clear of Ninja Hell. The intended storyline was that shortly after completing the map with that obviously rigged clear, I was going to collect all the comments that complained about how obvious the cheating was, and I was going to claim the clear was totally legit. Even though it had a chance of success of below 10 to the negative 100, it was totally reasonable for me to get on my first try actually. While doing this, I was going to show off the clear you're seeing now with a near 0% chance of failure. It's based off the skeleton of the rig clear to appease the people that think my strategy wasn't practical. This clear shows how to apply the tricks I use in the rig clear in something resembling casual play. Ninja Hell in particular is a great opportunity to go over some of the intricacies in enemy AI, their targeting priority, how debuffs make your interactions on player phase and enemy phase different, how to read a map to find out which offensive benchmarks are important to reach, how to measure bulk benchmarks and how they interact with the guard gauge, which is something I personally have never seen talked about in depth anywhere. And most importantly, I was going to go over how to add elements and ideas from existing strategies into your own gameplay, without falling into the trap of copying someone else's moves exactly. Just because I showed off how one character could enable a certain clear from critting and dodging every attack, that doesn't mean the same strategy can't be adapted for people without units as reliable as the ones that I used. Just think about what enabled my carry to pull off that clear. Well, she was able to reach benchmarks that allowed her to kill everything without dying. With all the tools you have in Fates, it's very easy to sack a unit to the point where they're able to do that. Of course, that's usually done by boosting their attack in bulk rather than their crit and avoid, just like you're seeing in this clear. This follow-up video was intended to go out the day after the initial clear went out. I still think it has the potential to be a really good and informative video, but I'm not making it right now. Why? Because videos like that take forever to make. A lot of the things I want to say about Fates' higher level concepts aren't well documented in writing, let alone written in a way that players of different skill levels can understand. This means script writing for these videos can take a while, especially when you have to get these ideas to fit into a play-by-play of an overplanned clear that can take upwards of an hour. I really don't know how Zoran manages to output as much as he does. My level of ambition makes following the schedule particularly difficult. There's a hard 2-week deadline for making each clear according to the rules, and there's the softer but much tighter deadline of meeting the release schedule of videos. People are expecting to see one every few days, and making a full scripted hour-long video just isn't going to happen in that amount of time. My current life circumstances leave me with maybe 10 hours a week I can dedicate to playing and writing about Fire Emblem if I'm lucky. And some things have come up that are leaving me with less and less free time. This just isn't enough for me to do everything I want to do related to this relay. The natural thing to do in this situation would be to dial back how ambitious my plans are. I should just settle for what I can produce and what level time I have, but doing that completely goes against the reason I make videos in the first place. I'm not making these videos for the approval of anyone else. I started doing this because I wanted to produce the kinds of videos I would have wanted to watch myself. I like the feeling of being proud of what I produce and feeling like I was able to convey my thoughts clearly. I'm not saying I feel that way about all the videos on my channel, but that's not something I feel like I'll be able to do when I don't have enough turnaround time to even figure out what I want to say. I'm much happier putting out nothing than putting out something I'm not proud of. I say that as I look into my folder of several nearly complete video essays that I just never released because they weren't ready. So I won't be continuing with this relay. I actually don't think I'll be able to make a full video for the next few weeks, possibly even months. And holding the progress of this relay hostage because I want to make something that I can't isn't something I want to do. Maybe I'll eventually get around to finishing the follow-ups to Ninja Hell and the Rainbow Stage clears, or any of the other things in my growing pile of half-finished projects, or maybe I won't. Real life comes first. Just remember that I'm doing this for fun, and I'd like to keep things that way. My name is Bulk, and I'm bad at life. See you guys next time.